What's up, guys? I already prepped this. So the first thing I do is normally just mist it with soapy water, squeegee it to get most of the debris off, and then I'll spray it with alcohol and wipe it all down. What I like to use to prep it is this one. So that's dry shrink prep. You can use Bounce. Some people do soap also, bar soap. But personally, I've been using this for a few years now. I like it a lot. Easier on the hands. Dryer sheets, not so good. So mist this and then wipe it there evenly. Let it dry so it's nice and slick now. This film I'm using is already pre-cut. So I'm just going to line it up. Doesn't have to be perfect, but just a general area. This is carbon film. You don't have to do it this way. You can use a whole roll and then trim it. But since I have a plotter, I want to use it as much as possible. Helps save time, efficient. So no H pattern. Just one line across the middle. H pattern is when they lock down the sides. I like it to be free floating. I want to shrink it and push it down. This glass isn't bad at all. But you want, these are called fingers. You want them going up and down. Film only shrinks one direction. So if you're unrolling left to right or right to left, then you shrink it up and down, always. So you want these fingers to go up and down like that. And I work my way outside, work my way in. I like to get on these sides a little bit lower, and then I start working the middle. See how the film is going sideways now versus up and down. Once you see these small waves like that, it's ready to be pushed down. Really a whole lot of the glass I can just push down since it's, if I see fingers, obviously I'm not going to do that. But you can see it's pretty well flat. So you can push it if you want to. See how that looks versus how this one looks. Lock the sides, the corners. Then I can work in the middle. A lot easier to work the film in the middle than trying to work it here. A lot of the new guys, that's where they end up burning it, greasing the film. When you get to this side, you want to try to have a slope a little bit instead of a hard line going straight. It's easier when it's curved like this to get it come together versus just one straight line, hard line going up. This was a remove and replace. I removed the film already yesterday. Really cheap, brittle stuff. It wasn't even black anymore. Turned like a bronze copper look. See this part here is just about reading the film. When to heat it up, when to pull back. You burn enough film, get enough crease, you start getting the idea. That's what it is, really, just a lot of trial and error. And eventually you'll build the eye for it. You'll see what it looks like before it's about to burn, before it's about to crease, and you just start working it little by little. So when I'm done, I always run the heat going across. The same thing if I'm hand cutting. So I would unroll the whole thing, shrink it, and then trim. And then always run your heat along the top and the bottom, just to make sure there's no more fingers. So I get a finger here going sideways. What you can do if you come across something like that, I mean, you can work it, leave it alone if you want, heat it up later on, or you can just lift it up, press this down. So I'm going to hold that down and just heat this up a little bit. And just like that. Get a crease on the liner. One of the most important things about shrinking the back glass is having good quality film. This is good film here. This is carbon from Solar Effects. I would stay away from online purchases, Amazon and whatever your local stores, because those things definitely make it a lot more difficult to shrink the back glass, and the quality is just horrible as far as like when you go to install and longevity. That's the type of film that was on here before. It was just dye film and changed color and did not hold at all. So you want good quality film, it's going to help you out a lot. This thing's pretty much just going to lay down, and so you apply a little bit of heat and then it's just going to lay down. All you got to do is push it and you're done.